Hi, this is Rahul and Swapnil on behalf of Revsportz, and we are now here at the MMC. So the tournament is getting intense as we approach to the closure stage of the group stage fixtures. Now India have a very crucial game. Their last group stage fixture against Syria, they have failed to snatch a single point in their first two games against Australia and Uzbekistan. On the other hand, Syria have a slight advantage to qualify into the next stage because they have snatched 1 point against Uzbekistan in the first game, and against Australia they have shown their tenacious display against the champions of the 2015. Swapnil, how difficult will be the last game against Syria?
Last game will be difficult because it's kind of mental thing now. We have lost 2 games in a row. I know there are tough chances of qualification, and if that plays inside the head, so Syria game won't be on the field. It will be on the dressing room.
Of course.
And how player cope up after 2 losses, and when this works back of the head, that there are like 99% of chances we won't qualify, and that will be a bit tough. And on the field to display a good game, it's going to be a difficult match because Syria won't allow us to score goals like normal. They'll play hard. They play a 3-5-2 formation that I have seen in the previous match, and they are too good in the transition, attacking phase, defensive phase. It's going to be hard for India. It's going to be really hard.
Of course, they were also very good in physicality against Australia and Uzbekistan as well. But talking about the qualification scenario from Group B, Syria has a slight advantage because if they win against India and Australia beat Uzbekistan, Syria going to finish as a second team from the Group B. And on the other hand, India will have to beat Syria by a big margin, and also they will have to wait for Uzbekistan Australia game as well. And if India beats Syria, they can finish as a third team from Group B. But at that time they will have to depend on the teams of the other group, because only 4 third place team will qualify into the next stage. So that will be difficult for India. Now talking about our opponent Syria, of course they will be guided by experienced coach Hector Cooper, who has experience. He's an Argentine coach, and he has experience of guiding Mo Salah, Ronaldo, Nazario and all. He has also guided Egypt to become the runners-up of the AFCON Championship in 2017, and has also guided Valencia to the UEFA Champions League in back-to-back seasons. So very difficult team. But talking about India, Swapnil, are you expecting any changes in the playing 11 in the next game?
There will be a lot of changes. Like,
do you think so?
I think so, because the previous 11 that played against Uzbekistan had, I won't say few flaws, there were many flaws in the midfield. And for that, we need our basic 4-2-3-1 formation. That's the basic Igor match formation, and we need that. We need one releaser, one carrier of the ball, one is going to defensively help the defenders, come back, help Sandesh and Beke to release, ease the pressure, and one carrier with the ball. And Suresh was the man who was doing it brilliantly in the previous match. He was a great carrier with the ball. He also helped Sandesh Jhingan in the defense when the backline was struggling from the attack. And in the wing, I think Naurem will start again because he was brilliant, but just the physicality is the thing that you said. Syria is ahead of us in the physicality.
Yeah.
And same thing happened with Uzbekistan, because one push, Naurem was out of the screen. So I don't think Naurem should play the next match. Gurpreet will start. And from my point of view, I think in the right place, Manveer should not start the next match. I think somebody else.
Chhangte recovers or not.
If Chhangte recovers, Chhangte is the man, no doubt on that. But for the next match, I think in the midfield we have to do pretty of changes, because we need a proper carrier with the ball, a proper interceptor. Tangri was the man who did it in the Australia game. I think Tangri will replace in midfield. Tangri will be in. Tangri, Suresh and Thapa.
But I think last game Brendan Fernandes was replaced in the second half.
I forgot. Brendan is the man.
And he played really well. But I think Aniruddh Thapa was a bit off color in that game against Uzbekistan. So I am predicting that Brendan Fernandes might start from the beginning. And now along with Brendan Fernandes, another change that I am expecting is maybe, as you said, that Tangri might replace Thapa, but I think Brendan Fernandes will be playing in place of Thapa. But now again, I'll be back to Syria.
I think, what do you think about that? Rahul KP should start in place of Manbir?
No, again, starting Rahul Kepi will be a bit risky because he is not so matured. He might lose position, and that will result in counter attack from the Syria. So from that point, Rahul Kepi is a player who should be substituted in the third or fourth quarter of the game. And now again back to Syria. From Syria, two players that we have noticed might be threatening for India. The first one is Omar Kharbin, most experienced player in the Syrian team, has already scored 21 goals in 54 appearances for his side, and he is the player with experience of playing in Al Hilal and has also scored a winning goal in the Kings Cup final for Al Hilal, and currently is playing for UAE club Al Wada. So he is the player that Sandesh Jhingan and Rahul Beke will have to keep marking on. And now the second player that on my list is that I have noticed during the Uzbekistan versus Syria game in the Jassim bin Ahmed Stadium, that is Amar Ramadan. He is just 23-year-old. He was running down the flanks with brilliant pace, and every time he was causing threat to the Uzbekistan defense. So these two players that will have Indian defender will have to keep an eye on. But again, back to India's point of view, we have seen the game against Australia. In attack, we haven't noticed a single good performance.
One thing, Syria has a surprising team. They have four goalkeepers.
Oh.
Yeah, 4 goalkeepers. One of them is only 18 and he plays for CSK Moscow, one of the best clubs in Russia.
Bit experienced.
Bit experienced. And the goalkeeper right now has played 79 matches for Syria. Experienced, good communication with the team. They have the good defense line. The defense line is almost like 2 players from them plays in Argentina. Good league, good player. They play a physical. Argentine football is always physical on their league side. So physicality is a crucial thing. India have to get them physically, or there is no chances for us to win.
Really, and talking about Syria's recent form, in the last 10 games, they have managed only 2 wins, one against China and another one against North Korea. So their recent form is also not so good. But in this tournament, they have conceded only 1 goal, that also against Australia. But they gave hard time to Australian defenders as well. And but in place of in India, they have conceded around 5 goals in this tournament. So that I think can hard back India while in the qualification scenario. And now talking about Indian team, against Australia we have noticed we haven't seen extraordinary performance from the attackers against Australia. The same was against Uzbekistan, though they have dominated position and all. But again, against a Syrian team, though they are ranked 91st in the FIFA ranking, but watching the game against Australia,
it seem
ensured
like
that it will be a difficult game for India. So only I think playing quick passes, quick penetration in the front line will be key for India.
Yeah, counter-attack is the only thing we can do. We won't be able to win physically. We have to play in the lines. We have to create our zone. We have to let the Syrian players get in that zone, and we go through that line. We don't have enough time. We have to take decision in that milliseconds. We have to do it. We have to penetrate through the lines. And when you are talking about attacking, I don't remember the name. The striker Syria is getting in has 9 goals in 4 matches. He's just superly brilliant with this game right now. He's in fiery form. So he's gonna be a pain for Sandesh Jhingan and Rahul Beke. If he gets in, he's gonna score because he is in the best form right now. And talking about Indian team counter-attacks, we have to counter-attack from our wings. That's the positional play, and that's our strength. We have to use the speed we have in our wings. Our wingers, our left back, right back, they know how to interchange their places. We have to get in through that. We need to score our goals. We get less chances, but we have to penetrate with that. We have to score goal with that little chances. We have to create them. Chances won't come every time. We won't have 10 chances in a match and then we lose that match. We have position, we have everything. Nothing happens like that. We will get 2 chances. We have to convert that 2 chances into goals. That's how it happens.
And talking about that, in India's attack, it reminds me of Sahal Abdul Samad. We have missed him a lot in the last few games. But again, still we are not sure whether he will be available for the Syria game or not. Yes, of course, in the training he looked much fitter than the previous few days. But still, I don't think your team will risk him against such physical side Syria. So let's see what happens. Hopefully, India will snatch the 3 points against Syria, and then we'll pray that India becomes, the best third place team so that they can qualify for the knockout stage. Let's see what happens.
Only
but that's it for now. And you guys stay tuned to Revsportz for all the updates from the AFC Asian Cup.